Welcome. I am Dr. M.A. Rufait Ali, Assistant Professor of Mathematics, Jawaharlal College, Trichy. We have to discuss about some basic things in graph theory. Graph theory has a very wide range of application in physical sciences, chemical sciences, in biomedical sciences, biotechnology, etc. First, we to discuss about origin of graph theory and some basic definitions. Introduction. The very famous problem, Konigsberg bridge problem. It is the first very much famous problem in the world. The problem is the best known example in graph theory. It was a long standing unsolved problem and solved by Euler in 1736 by means of graph. Euler wrote the first paper in graph theory and that has become the originator of the theory of graphs. The Konigsberg bridge problem is there are 7 bridges in the connected with two island and land in the Prigal River. It is shown is this figure. There are 7 bridges. C and D are island, A and B are land area. It is a Prigal River. The bridges connecting with the land area to island, island to island. The problem is a person start walking at any point in the land area. The person start here or start here. They to walk the bridges, walk on the bridges. They start walk on the bridges to cover this. The problem is they know return the once he traveled bridge. He once walked the bridge. This he never go allowed to return using this bridge. And the problem is he must ending at the where he starts. Okay, they must cover 7 bridges by walking and the starting point and ending point be the same. And another condition, they never use the already used bridge for walking. For he walk the bridge once, they never use that bridge again, which is the problem. It is a very standing unsolved problem. Euler find the solution for that problem by means of graphs. Then he published a paper in 1736 for solving the Konigsberg bridge problem. It has become the new area of mathematics called a graph theory. Euler consider this land area as Euler consider this land areas as a node or point. In graph theory is called a vertex. First, there are 4 land area. C and D are island, A and B are land area. So Euler consider land area as a points. So there are 4 land area. So they put 4 points. This land area A, land area D, land area B, land area C. Actually, C and D are island, A and B are land area. There are 7 bridges between this, representing in this figure like this. So they draw a line or edge between this point, for there is a connection between the bridge in this bridge. So there is a bridge between C and D, this bridge. So they put one line. In graph terminology, it is called edge. In graphical terminology, the points are called vertex. VERTEX. The lines are called edge. ED EDG, edge. Lines are called edge. So the C and D are, there is a one bridge, we put this bridge. And likewise, A and C, one bridge, one line. B and C, one bridge, one line. B and D, B and D, this area will be D. B and D, this bridge. A and D, this bridge. And another. A to C, another bridge. B to C, another bridge. Like that, these bridges. Okay. Euler converted given problem to the terms of graphs. In graphs, the land area become points and the bridge between the land area represented by the edges. They have tried to travel one place to another place. It is a draw this graph without lifting the pen from the paper. Okay, in our school days we tried this graph to draw this shape of graph without tracing our pen in the paper. We use some tricks. Which trick? We use some folded paper this side and not lift the pen to draw the graph. But in this problem, it is a basic thing. The graph 3 is a very wide range of application in the many areas. So the basic thing is the representing the physical situation to means of graph. In situation, the land area denoted by the points, it is called vertices. The bridges is represented by the edges. The problem is walk around the 7 bridges. Don't repeat the already used bridge. So once I started here to walk, I use this bridge and this bridge, this bridge, this bridge, this bridge. I stopped here. Why? I already walk around this bridge. So I am unable to go again in the already used bridge. Euler tried many times and find that solution and find the solution. The find the solution. The solution of the problem does not exist. Okay, I already explained this paragraph. There is a C and D are land, A and B are land area, C and D island. There is a 7 bridges in the Brigal River. They walk across the each bridge exactly once and return back the starting point. It is the problem. We constructed this real life problem to the means of graph and tried a lot of times. Euler proved that there is no solution. We cannot walk each bridge exactly once and return back to the starting point and covering the 7 bridge. It is impossible. Okay. This is the origin of graph theory. Now we go to the graph definition. Graph G is a ordered pair V comma E consists of non-empty set V. We have the V1, V2, V3, etc. is called vertices. It like that we draw the points. Yeah. For example, we put points are called the vertices. We name the point like that. First one, v1 vertex 1, v2 vertex 2, v3 vertex 3, v4 vertex 4, like that. v4 vertex 4. It is called a non-empty set V. Why is V is non-empty? We can draw a edge between any two vertices. We cannot draw the like this. It is a line segment, not a edge. The edge between, if two vertices are available, we put the edge between them. So the vertex set must be non-empty. Edge set may be empty. For example, this is a graph with four vertices. There is no edges. This graph, this portion. This graph, four vertices are there. There is no edges. So, edge set may be empty. Vertex set must be non-empty. At least one vertex V1. It is a graph G with one vertices. Okay. It is called vertices. Another set E1 into E3 whose elements are called edges. You know that we draw the edge between the pair of vertices like that, like that. We put the name also E1, E2, E3, edge 3, E4, E5. It is called a edges. Another, we try to say that each edge ek identified with the unordered pair vi comma vj. Suppose it is telling that e1 is a edge, it is between v1 and v2. e2 is the edge between v2 and v3. Okay, e1 expressed by the unordered pair v1 comma v2. That means E2, E1 is the edge between the vertices V1 and V2. Like that. E2 is the edge between the V1 and V3. E5 is the edge between V2 and V4. Another. And also vertices Vi, Vj associated with the each edge Ek is called the end vertices of Ek. The edge, every edge, it represents as a unordered pair of vertices. That means that the edge between that two vertices. So E1 is the unordered pair of V1 comma V2. It means the edge E1 between the V1 and V2. In another point of view, V1, V2 are called the end vertices of the edge E1. V1 and V2 are called the end vertices of the edge E1. The same that V1, V4 are end vertices of E4. V4, V3 are the end vertices of E3. Like that. Okay. It is the definition of graphs. We proceeded to another definition. Self-loop, parallel edges and simple graph. What is self-loop? An edge having the same vertex as both of its end vertices is called a self-loop. Okay. The graph V1, V2, V3, V1, V2, V3. We denote graph by the letter capital G. G equal to, you know that the order vertices V comma V comma V comma E. V is a V1, V2, V3. We join the vertices. We know that we draw a edge between any two vertices, that is called E1. The self loop means the edge having the same vertex at the both of its end vertices. That means the edge starting at V1 and ending at the same vertex V1. It is called a self loop. It is a edge E2. We already say that edge E2 written as V1 comma V1 order pair. Yeah, I already explained that V1 comma V1, the edge E2 between V1 to V1. So V1 the point, the edge between V1 to V1, the edge having same vertex as the both of its end vertices. E2's end vertices V1 comma V1 same. So it is called a self loop. Another definition, parallel edge. More than one edge associated with the given pair of end vertices are called the parallel edge. V2 to V3 already one edge E1 exists. We again draw another edge E3 between the same vertices V2 and V3. Then E1, E3 are parallel edges. Okay, this is a graph G V1, V2, V3. In V2 to V3 there are two edges. This is a have the same end vertices. So E1 have end vertices V2, V3. E3 have the end vertices V2, V3. So E1, E3 are parallel edges. In edge E2, starting with V1 and ending with the same vertex V1. So it is called a self loop. Okay, we name the remaining vertices E1, this E2, E3, E4, E5. E4, E5 between the V1 to V2, V1 to V3. Okay, this is called self loop. V1 to V1 parallel edges. There are more than one edge associated with the given pair of vertices. Already V2 to V3 E1 edges there. Again we put the another edge E3 between the V1 to V2 to V3 is called a parallel edges. Another definition, simple graph. A graph that neither self loop nor parallel edge is called a simple graph, which means as a graph without self loop, without parallel edges is called a simple graph. For example, we have the 5 vertices like that. The edge need not be the straight line or this curvature sub, also a representative of edge. The vertex may be this small point or small circle for denote the representative of vertices. So need not be the length. The length of the edge may be this centimeter, not like that. It is a point denoted by some point. It's called vertices. There is a edge between them is called edge. The edge may be, don't draw like this, like this is also a arc shape. It is also a edge. For this graph, this is a simple graph. This graph, this is not a point. We note that in this point there are crossing. Okay, this edge between the this to this edge between the this vertex to this vertex. In this point we shown there is crossing, but not there is no junction, there is no node. So it is not a vertex. The vertices is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 vertices. Edges are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, it is clear. A graph without self-loop parallel edge is called a simple graph. In this graph, there is no self-loop. The edge between the starting from same vertex and ending with same vertex, no. And parallel edges, more than one edge associated with the given pair of vertices. There is a one edge between the every pair of vertices. There is no more than one edges between any pair of vertices. So it is called a simple graph. Okay. Note. A graph also called a linear complex, one complex, or a one-dimensional complex. A vertex also called a node, junction, a point, etc. A edge is also called a line, branch, or arc, or element. These are the another names of edge or vertices. In vertex is the point, like that, this point. Edge is the line between the points. Okay. It is clear. Thank you.